all the time. America's not going to go to openly gay dude and fucking president. I really hope not. I mean, I'm really nihilistic myself, but still realistic. I don't know who Raymond J is. Is heavenly almost a thing? What the hell? I think so. DeSantis has gotten quite a buzz going. I even like him. I don't want to follow shit. I like him. I like what he's doing. He'll be Trump part 2. Just a little more political. Yeah. I don't think he does. I think he lost his base. Trump. Free bleach out. Right, that's white folks. Bright lights. Do it? Well, send me the fat white one. Tremendous shit paper warehouse. Did you? Good job. Way to conjure. Man, I've had no cards. Green all the lives. Güero. Pichi Güero. It was fine. He was funny for a while. Close enough, 7-1. Hissing off the roof, yeah. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Off the roof. I don't see that we can make much progress, honestly. Might as well be funny. I really don't think there's much that can be done at this point. Might as well enjoy the ride. Well, I just think as far as like government-wise and this whole, or whatever our model is going to collapse. And it'll have to be rebuilt. So for now, might as well be fine. Not really simple. Or sensible. It's like a house being on fire. And you show up and you can try to put it out, and you get to a point where you can fire and know there's nothing you can do, just back and fuck off and let it burn. And we'll build another one. Kind of like that. Not really cynicism, it's more optimism. Yeah, well. I don't know if the country's falling, but things have to get really, really, really fucking bad before they get better. Before people will realize that their ideas and their policies and all that stupid shit doesn't fucking matter. Things are going to be so fucking bad that it's in their face and there's no way to deny it. And the quicker we get to that, the quicker motherfuckers realize the right way to do things, and we'll go back to it being like we're supposed to be. It doesn't have to be really bad first. It's like children, man. You can tell, when mine were old enough to start standing up, they stand up on the couch, like the back of the couch, they're always trying to reach for the lamp. Always trying to reach for the lamp. Over and over and over, you stop and try to grab the fucking light bulb. Keeps doing it, and then eventually, grab the fucking light bulb. Burn shit out of them, and then they learn not to do it anymore. It sucks and it's extreme, but it's the only way they'll fucking get it. Kind of like that. Things have to get so fucking bad that it burns them. And then they go, shit. How do we fix this? How do we stop that from happening? For those that don't like it, there's nothing you can really do about it. Fascism is inevitable. At some point, things will get so bad, somebody's going to step up and say they're going to fix it, and they're going to impose the fuck out of rules, and people will be so desperate for fucking security and for all this shit to go away, they'll agree to those rules. Fascism is inevitable.
I mean, this whole freaking things will have to get really bad before they get better. If they get really that bad, I don't think there'll be a country to put together, honestly. You know? I mean, there's so many ridiculous laws and so many
things will eventually get to the point to where there'll be no more denying it, there'll be no more hiding, there'll be no more bullshitting like who's doing it or what's happening or what's causing it or is it that people have to be real. Once they get real, they'll start being able to fix it.
I wonder if gnoosh over there has that own thought of his mind. A couple months ago, he said he couldn't wait till the Russians invaded the country and killed the faggots. You know what I mean? I don't know how we're going to take that now.
Once again, using a metaphor, and I hate doing this, it's just the easiest way to understand things. The Titanic didn't have enough goddamn lifeboats on the motherfucker for everybody until everybody died. Then they made the law to put lifeboats on every goddamn ship. Like any jackass could have looked at me and went, hey man, shouldn't you have enough boats for everybody? Ah, fuck it, we don't need it. But once there's a horrible tragedy, everybody fucking dies. Oh, well now let's change everything.
Actually, everybody didn't die. Everybody didn't die on Titanic.
Something fucking horrible and tragic had to happen to slap them in the fucking face and go, we need to do this. Because you could have sat and told them over and over, hey man, you need enough boats, you need enough boats. Ah, no, we don't need enough boats. You need enough boats. Nah, fuck it, we don't need enough boats. Everybody fucking dies. Okay, we need enough boats.
And then I heard that in Titanic they didn't put their boats on the side because it didn't look too pretty. You know, I know there was laws against that, but
that's right, they did. They told you, but no one wanted to listen until those things come to fruition and those theories come true. Then they'll say, oh shit. Huh? Unfortunately, there's just motherfuckers who won't see it until it's right in their face. You know, you can warn them all fucking day, all day. It's not gonna hear it until it gets so bad that there's no way to fucking ignore it anymore. And that's when the change will come. That's when things will be fixed. Until then, though, it's just too easy to shrug off. It's no big deal. It's not that bad. That's conspiracy. We got that on Fox News. You watch the internet too much. It's not just you're too negative. Shit like that. Yes, that's exactly what Thoreau would say. He'd say, I'm not Thoreau. That's what I'm saying. You know, people stick their heads in the sand or whatever. At some point, you won't be able to anymore. So we have to get to that point so that we can get everybody on the same page. And then we can fix things. Airplane security is too lax. You can get too much shit on an airplane. Ah, it ain't no big deal. What's anybody gonna do? Towers. That's it. Security like a motherfucker. Fascism. It doesn't matter. AR is not as powerful as people make it out to be. An AR is a crap gun. It shoots a fucking 22 mil. You know, a 22 is tiny. It's nothing. It's a shit gun. If you were playing like Call of Duty shooting zombies and they gave you an AR-15, trust me, you would trade it out immediately for a better gun.
AR meant assault rifle. I thought there was different assault rifles. I don't know about that, but.
A 30-30 is a basic ass fucking rifle. They're all over the place. They're just old fashioned. What you see as a cowboy gun. That fires a 7.62. That motherfucker will go through your wall. Fucking AR. It doesn't matter. Really. It's fucking retarded. You gotta be 21 to buy an AR-15, but you can get a 30-30 at 18.
I don't know this gun talk. I don't know the difference. All I know is automatic weapons are very, very, dangerous, right? But I really wanted to know at the age 21, is that gonna make a really good difference? You know? It's ridiculous what they're doing. What they're trying to do. It's absurd.
I'll match those options. Thanks for all. That AR-15 crap is placation. You know, it just shuts people up. Like that. They got rid of the goddamn magazines and they raised the age limit and now it's totally safe.
Oh yeah, I agree with
Chicago,
him.
65 motherfuckers are shot over the weekend.
I agree with him on that.
But hey, the age of ARs has gone up, so now that's safe.
I don't necessarily think that's what they're doing, but it might be. Some of them might actually think that.
No, it doesn't. Bible said. The AR-15 round is very small.
AR-15
No, it is not a warlike weapon.
It's not?
I mean, yeah, I guess it's like the M16, sort of.
That's what I mean, you know.
You have to look it up, man. An AR-15 round is very small. The bullet on the end is like this. It's like tiny. And an AK-47 bullet is like this. It's a 5.52 and a 7.62. And there's lots of guns, legal guns, that fire at 7.62, which is a huge, nasty round that you can't stop. It's just a fucking rifle. Like any other rifle, they just bolt a bunch of crap on it and make it look cool.
Semi-automatic.
It's basically a fucking 22 long rifle. A bunch of crap bolted on it to make it look scary.
AR-15 style rifles come in many sizes and have many options, depending on the manufacturer. See, it's a particular style, assault rifle, right?
Because the AK fires 7.62.
The AR and the Colt 15 right? Alright.
The AR fires at 5.56. I think I can remember.
In the 2008 Freeze rifle became one of the most beloved and most verified rifles in the United States, according to the New York Times. The rifles are controversial in part due to their use in high-profile mass shootings. I mean, you're gonna shoot a lot of people, more than 2, let's say 10 or 19. This is probably something you would use. And then it's a semi-automatic, and then they say you can modify it. You could increase it to be an automatic, which is very, very dangerous.
I mean, really, people were running around, like say, I don't know, Britain, people were running around stabbing the shit out of each other, and they found out that one particular knife was used in like 4 different fucking stabbings. Out of all the hundreds of fucking stabbings, or thousands of stabbings, out of 4 or 5 of them, they all used this one gun, or one knife, and they banned that knife. So there you go, that's what it would do. Out of the thousands of goddamn stabbings, 5 separate people used this one knife for their stabbing, so get rid of that knife. There you go, we solved the problem.
It is for a break. Well, I'm gonna leave for a break too. I'm gonna get a coffee. And by the way, knives and something like that are very different. It's a whole different. It's not even a good metaphor to apply it, because you could get a machete or a sword, and yes, I mean that's the machete of knives right there. Except you don't have to come close to someone. You can stay from far away. You can get 5, 7 people with a couple trigger pulls.
Oh, shit. Fact is, gun laws don't do nothing except make law-abiding citizens have to jump through hoops to fucking get guns. Because criminals don't give a fuck about your goddamn laws, so they'll always be able to get hold of guns, and they will use them. And gun laws don't do shit, except all gun laws do is raise the price of illegal guns. Which makes people want to do it even more. Chris Rock said it on a comedy special like 20 fucking years ago, and he was 100% right. Making ammunition expensive as shit. You know that got fucked up. They put $500 worth of bullets in him. Make fucking bullets crazy goddamn expensive, because bullets are hard to make. Make them crazy goddamn expensive, and then there you go. Illegal or legal, no matter. Chris Rock said that shit though. You're right. And Will Smith's like him. Okay. Alright, if you didn't get the analogy, I'm not going to re-explain it to you. I wasn't comparing the two at all. You apparently don't get it. You're still arguing about it. But okay. I'm sure now they've raised the age of AR-15s to 21 and all shootings will stop. So you're probably right. That's all it took. Everything will be better now. People of Chicago, Memphis, Baltimore, Detroit, Philadelphia, fucking Christ, Kansas City, St. Louis, and on and on and on. They're going to sleep better now. Because now you have to be 21 to buy fucking AR.
And here's what Nicole thinking it's Call of Duty nerds. Yeah, it's pretty much what it is.
Combine, they use a shitty ass Tech 9 and a fucking shotgun. Tech 9's are garbage. It's just a 9mm with a bunch of crap on it to make it look scary.
Yeah, I mean, in Combine, and they went to people up close. At least that's what I saw, and they started, taunting the high school kids. That doesn't make it any better, you know. Because now we're gonna say, well, in Columbine they did this, so what's the point? Why don't we just, you know? Ah, come on, fucking A. So fucking annoying.
No, it should not be so easy for anyone to get a fucking firearm. No, there's no legitimate reason to have an AR-15, I guess, other than just owning a motherfucker. But if we start getting rid of things because there's no real reason to have it, then you want it. We got a lot of shit like that. And the fact is, laws ain't gonna stop shit. They couldn't stop drugs. They can't stop prostitution. They can't stop sex slavery. They can't stop slavery. They can't stop violence and shit. So they can't stop guns.
They can't stop sex slavery. I mean, that's just ridiculous, you know. Yeah, there's gonna be people that are doing it, but we have to fight through it. And you know, my thing is, prostitution should be legalized to like, I don't think 18, maybe 21 and up. Regular STD test and psychological examination of the female who predominantly work in that field, you know. And yeah, I think it would decrease it, you know, it would decrease the sex slavery, you know. And anyone that kidnaps someone or illegally has, Females or kidnaps should get a very stiff sentence. No pun intended with the stiff word there. Haha. Oops.
I don't know. I think so.
I'm waiting for someone to say, well, he was gay. I have to. Oh, come fucking A. What is this shit? It always slips and slides.
AR is just their demon. That's the scary one. Look at that. The AR-15. Scary. Get rid of it. Oh my God. They try to get rid of it, Cole. They try very hard, spend lots of money, put shitloads of effort into trying to get rid of it, and people can still get it no problem.
Crack cocaine. I mean,
no, you've been able to make it difficult to get.
Isn't it made out of cocaine and apply some chemicals? You're never gonna get rid of something like that. If anyone can make it at home or even mass produce it or something, you're not gonna get rid of it. You're not gonna get rid of the idea of splitting to atoms, right? But you can get rid of the nuclear weapons, and somebody will probably try to create one. But I mean, who produces most nuclear weapons? Now why people are dying from opioids, it's a new epidemic. Actually, in Jersey, they've been talking about it for, 5-6 years ago that it's an epidemic. I don't know if it's the white thing, because comics been saying that white people are dying, so now they're actually pointing towards it, Come on, what the fuck is with this freaking chat site? I press a letter C and it just it drops down. It's just so ridiculous, man.
Well, you know, they were turning overdosing on blood pressure. Fuck yeah, you can.
Very easy, says Red Nicole.
I mean, you can overdose on any drug. Overdose means you just took too much. Can you die from an overdose of meth? Yes, you can.
I heard you can't overdose from crack cocaine, but you smoke a lot of it, you probably get a heart attack or a seizure or something, right? Yes, Red Nicole. We don't know. We know you don't always die from an overdose. You can recover. Someone can stop it. Yeah, great.
Brain damage from what?
I'm not entirely sure if he did, but there was an ambulance called, and he was passed out on the floor, unconscious, or he couldn't. He couldn't.
Was he outside burying his weed paraphernalia in the yard? Because if so, then he did. Because that's what it did to me when I overdosed on the edibles. It's not a joke or exaggeration. I really did bury everything.
I mean, they raised the THC level in those little gummies and edible
I was casting them. I thought
edible items. That's dangerous. You know, why would you just?
When I thought any moment they were coming.
Why would you manipulate it to that level?
So I started hiding every fucking thing. Shut the cast off, hid everything, and sat here and freaked out for a while. I don't like edibles at all.
It's like moonshine, you know, except let's say you drink like a quarter bottle in like a minute or something. You're gonna get hit hard. Or 40 ounces of beer in like 2-3 minutes. You're gonna get hit very hard, you know. That's a very fast intake. You know, you're not supposed to do that. It's one of the reasons I don't drink vodka, because you don't feel it. I don't feel it for like 15, 20, 30 minutes, and then it just hits me hard. I just have to take it easy with it, but I just don't like it.
Edibles are a motherfucker, man. Edibles are kind of like acid. You fucking take them and you think, ain't nothing happening. And then it hits you.
I don't like getting into the obvious. Like, let's say edibles are illegal in a state. Like, people send them to each other, you know. It's like, and even driving through a state line, you have to be careful. But it's just, you know, like I wouldn't put anything in the mail, especially like something like that, you know. I just wouldn't. Unless I was very, very desperate.
Fine. Works. Goddamn works. That's awesome, man. That's awesome. Bag of weed and a Fleetwood Mac shirt. Mac is good.
Rob the thrift shop. Wow.
Everything else, so I can.
And the crazy part is, I was on Chatterbait talking with a girl about weed, and it's like some people don't even know what a hybrid is, or sativa and indica, and some people do, but it's like, you know, they want the good weed, but it's like, you know, they don't even know what the best strain or is out right now, you know. And I've been smoking, but it's like, you know, you can read about all this stuff. Like, people are just not aware about all this stuff. And, you know, then they pop the gummies or edibles, and who knows what will happen, right? But, you know, like the weed things, like, we have all this technology, we can make it so much better, and it's just like, you know, people just go a totally different route. And then they probably take the gummies and they don't even read the THC level or do the research about it if it says on the box on the bag or not, and then it just like, wow, I think I took too much, and it's like, well, why don't you just be more a little responsible? It's like somebody buys a 12 pack of beer and they drink it really fast. What do you think is gonna happen? Honestly, when you smoke weed, however you smoke it, you feel it. You feel it working, so you know when to stop. Unless you're just like, oh, geez, well, I want to smoke till I pass out or something. When it's like sativa or something, and it just brings you down. But at least you have that control. And to use a metaphor, it's like driving a manual car. You have more control of the vehicle because you're switching gears. You can downshift, and you feel it. You feel it slowing down, and it's part of the ride process. It's much more. I don't want to say natural, but the word control and the feel of the ride is more tangible. It's more there. You know, so I don't think I would. And not to go back on the metaphor, I don't think I would want a self-driving car. I might as well just take the train. You know, and then there's like accidents with a Tesla and stuff. And, they had it for a couple years. Well, of course it's gonna be like that. It's not gonna be perfect. Maybe they'll get it right. But even if they get it perfectly right, I don't think I want to be in a vehicle that could just drive itself. Unless there's an option when I'm like, intoxicated and I'm alone. And I'm like, all right, I press a button and I get myself home. But then I just say I'm that drunk. I might just go somewhere where I don't want to go. I mean, maybe not. Maybe that's not. I shouldn't take it that far. But what do you get out of a self-driving car? Why don't you stick an Uber? And it's not like I'm hating on or something. Just that I love the feel of a ride. Motorcycles are great too. You know, bicycles and cars that you can shift gears.
I seen it.
It's that movie Wall-E when the people leave Earth in spaceships and they just drink this tub of like I don't know if it's mixed stuff, it's chicken and all that stuff, proteins, and they don't eat food. They just sit around and they're being like they're on the seats and they're just getting they're getting transported all over the spaceship, and there's a pool, and people don't even go in the pool, just sit there, and they're like zoned out. Their bone density decreases, and they can barely walk. It's like in a small scale, we'll get into that level. Like people just want a pill for everything instead of actually, I don't know, maybe cooking or maybe growing a plant and smoking it. You know. And the fact that most people, when they say herb, they think of weed. I get it. And there's so many herbs you could smoke that are just good for you. And if you like smoking, you like inhaling, it's fine. It won't get you high, you know. And then there's how many people would even appreciate it, would even care about it, you know. I'm saying? Okay, you can make as many edibles and THC through the roof. I mean, what's next? You're gonna make pills and something, so you swallow it and you feel full. Yeah, and then if you get fat, you're gonna have a plastic surgery. Put a fake breast and fake ass on your body, right? Because they're already doing that. Yeah. See, in the '90s, it was just like someone did a fake lips, collagen in the lips, and looked crazy. But no surgery was allowed. People did that, and I get it. You have a broken nose, you want to fix that, but then just people go too far. People go too far with that stuff. You know. I think the sensible people just are into that. And you can make as many laws, this, and that. There's always gonna be somebody that'll do it because they figure out how. There's always gonna be somebody that probably wants to smoke crack cocaine. There really is. You gotta be honest that you're not gonna eradicate and kill addiction for everybody in the world. probably people that try to make a video about lemon and honey, how it can stifle, bring down type 2 diabetes. You can lose weight. There's so many practical uses. I mean, people even watch it. They care. There's other people making those videos. They get millions of views. There's people that do watch that. There's other people just don't care about it. So like it's too late and stuff, and they still don't care about it. And then they pop their prescription meds to kill the pain or something. You can make as many laws as you want. There's people that just won't care. They won't care. They'll do whatever they want. And then it's like he was saying, I kind of understand it because I was feeling the same way. It's a hopeless thing. Like things that might just get really, really bad. And I'm just talking about United States to the point where idiots will take over, and they already started to. It's just funny how someone in the chat actually said that. Like, I've been saying that. I'm not saying they're copying me, but do they really believe that? They really even care. Most people that come to this channel are pretty idiotic and retarded themselves. And Gnoosh over there, Bubba Gnoosh over there saying, well, the AR-15, whatever, they're really tiny bullets, They shoot you once in the heart and in an organ. It's a tiny bullet. We can make it. It doesn't matter. What about an arrow? What about I'm not gonna give credence to that or something. Yeah, I saw a movie about that. Let's talk about Kevin or something. It was very disturbing. The kid didn't even use a gun. He used a bow and arrows. Yeah. He was a serial killer. It's a fictional movie, but point is, you can use weapons like that too. But it doesn't mean we just make everything legal in the hands of 21-year-olds. I mean, and where did the conversation go when I pointed out the fact that it's a semi-automatic rifle? I mean, that can really shoot, and then you can modify to make it automatic, which is even, you can shoot a lot of rounds in a short period of time. And I don't know if Call of Duty made it popular. I don't even care anymore. I could care less what made it popular. The fact that people could go to the store with an ID, maybe wait a week or 2 weeks and purchase that is very disturbing nonetheless. It really is. Yeah, and there was that kid, I don't know what it was, when coronavirus first hit, he bought an assault rifle or something like that, and with his stimulus money, and it's creepy that he bought it with that, but it doesn't matter, and he just went there to keep the peace, and he was standing around and stuff, with an assault rifle, 18 years old or something like that, I don't know, it's ridiculous, what if everybody starts doing that? I mean, standing around with rifles on the street, you bought it legally, right? Or you have to hide it in a car so you can take it out. I mean, it's disturbing that exists.
It's an all-black Italian restaurant.
And let's say you raise the age to 21. Well, I mean, can anybody have a fake ID? Or can a 21-year-old buy it and just give it to somebody like a 17 or 18-year-old? I mean, it's just ridiculous, You could raise it to age 60, so only 60-year-olds can buy that weapon. It's just not gonna get it off the street, and it's not gonna stop. It's just gonna prolong it. Maybe Gnoosh over there is right, but I've been kind of thinking that for 2 weeks, and I said I made an angry video. This country's going to shit, because the government are a bunch of morons and idiots. And I think maybe in a full extent, they just don't care at all. Because they live in a little swanky house. Their kids probably go to private school. So if they have kids, some people are just disgusting. I wouldn't want to touch them, but they're living the comforts of their environment. How many of these senators, congressmen lost a child due to a school shooting? How many of them lost their child due to a war? Yeah, there were some that enlisted in the army or military, but what are the numbers, percentage-wise? Yeah, the January 6th thing happened. I could give a fuck about it right now. I was creeped out by it, but I was like, what would you expect? What do you expect? After something like September 11th happened too. Yeah. Oh yeah, and we're gonna check the planes so people don't get in place with what? With the water? Hamed, not to be stereotypical, Hamed and Ahmed, whatever, just they're gonna fly successfully in two buildings with a commercial airplane. I mean, people retarded or what? Well, Billy Maher doesn't want to talk about it, so suddenly it's not true. Fucking idiot.
Yes, my gospel here today.
Here comes Gothic, the most obvious internet pedophile. Kids getting molested is not so popular these days. It happens, but who gives a fuck? There's no one got really molested, tortured recently. Yeah. And then he's got to talk about sexual slavery. Yeah, I wonder what Gothic would do. You know, he's not that kind of guy. He just, thinks about it all the time with some dumb shit.
Mr. World. Damn. No, I don't. Although someone keeps trying to get me to. Whew. That's cool. Good job. Music pisses her off. Apparently. There's plenty of music that pisses me off. Plenty.
They got turned on. ASMR videos.
She asked me about that last night with cheese.
Which is about low-key sounds like scratching skin with nails lightly. But you know, the video that I made a video about was some girl giving a blowjob, a fellatio to a bottle. Yeah. He was watching it and he got like over 100,000 views or something like that on YouTube. Yeah. And he was raging. There's no age restriction. Like a 10-year-old could watch it. You know. Yeah. It's your little world right there. Your little YouTube.
Hang on. It's not true. I think you're dead. For a while, you're when you're stiff. Eventually, it's going to loosen up for a good while.
Oh, we're talking about necrophilia now. Pedophilia, necrophilia, and, you know, assault rifle. What a way to wake up.
Obviously, go sticking right to that. That's nice. 183. Lovely.
And the weather. Sounds like a what? A news channel in the future.
Oh, nice up here. Humidity. It's like 30 years. No. Yeah, it was like 101 here yesterday. So bright outside the window. It's a good thing on that. male, female.
Nine times out of 10, Gothic won't answer. He does answer about Mandy Mans, though. The Mans with the most money. Mandy with the most money, yeah. So he can sit around, drink his fucking beer, and not do shit. And get social security, you know. And then complain about immigrants destroying the country. Yeah. Ooh.
Yeah. Lost him.
Well, Gothic Guy doesn't want to answer. Kind of disappointing in a way.
No.
In a comical way, but alright. V Pink or Brian with, you know, the image of what, Pinocchio or something like that on his profile. A little boy, a little wooden boy, stick figure, right?
No balance. Yeah. I'm like saying to him, I'm going to say,